Welcome back! In the last part we played a bunch of games, cause that's apparently what you have to do to solve a mystery. Not that I'm complaining, of course, I like games. We also met our last two residents, or suspects, however you want to call them. The first one is Nigel, he is studying the Penvellyn family in the library, and Jane, who is Linda's stepdaughter. She's in a room and she loves playing games, so Nancy keeps her entertained while solving the case, cause that's what we do. We also checked out Jane's room completely and read all her books. Now it's time to follow some leads. So that's... I hear the parrot all the way over here. Oh my god, that's really loud then. So that's everything. That's upstairs. Yep.
I need the key.
This is a puzzle too, if I remember correctly.
The time has come for closing books.
So she says her grandfather has the password, but I don't know which one is her grandfather. I don't. How am I supposed to know that? I'm just gonna look at all the paintings. Maybe Nancy will know it. So this is the woman from my room. What did you say her name was? Was it Eleanor or Bridget? So are they maybe in order of... This is the parrot guy. This is the military guy, so that's someone else. This is Hugh, her father, he's still alive. So they're not in order then. These are just coat of arms with nobody attached to them. Don't know. Why is my phone lining up, by the way? Oh, I have that number, that's right. I should call him. But first look at all the paintings. Alright, I could look at this. This is one creepy painting. No, Nancy doesn't do anything with them. Not statue? No. Look at this thing again.
I need something else for this.
Something else, I have nothing. Well, why don't we call... I don't remember his name. Directory. Paliki.
This is Paliki.
Hi,
Oh,
my
it's a
name is
woman.
Nancy Drew. Could I ask you some questions about lycanthropy?
I'm sorry, I'm about to leave for a seminar and I'm very busy. Besides, I've written 2 books and 12 articles on the subject. If you have questions, perhaps you should try reading one of them.
Why are you so rude to me? I did... I don't know. Maybe sugarcoat it?
It's just that your writing makes you sound so knowledgeable that I felt compelled to talk to you.
Your attempt to win me over with flattery is as transparent as it is feeble.
Too bad.
But it worked.
It worked.
What do you want to know?
What do you consider to be the definitive signs that someone is turning into some kind of animal?
What do you consider to be the definitive signs that someone is turning into some kind of animal?
Symptoms are relatively subtle. A dry mouth, a fatigue, impaired vision, and reduced blood flow to the skin. Is this person pale?
I think someone said that, yes.
Yes, but the really disturbing thing is, she won't let anyone see her. She just lies in bed all day behind this curtain.
And at night, what does she do at night?
I can't be sure, but I do know that I saw something outside the night I arrived. Some kind of animal. And when I asked to see my friend, I was told she was unavailable.
This sounds very promising.
You don't really believe she's turning into some kind of creature, do you?
Young lady, I believe the human mind is capable of far more than we can ever imagine. Pale skin, dry mouth, fatigue. The human mind is perfectly capable of causing the body to exhibit such symptoms, if it is so motivated.
What would motivate someone to turn into an animal are temper tantrums. Yeah, but why would you ask that? She already said that in her book. You read that, right, Nancy?
What would motivate someone to turn into an animal?
Most lycanthropes are under a great deal of stress, due perhaps to the death of a loved one. Marriage, divorce, relocation, that sort of thing. They're emotionally vulnerable, which means they're particularly open to the power of suggestion.
You lost me. Yes, this is what she means.
Someone suggests they become a lycanthrope?
Not in so many words, of course. Somehow they get it in their head that they're destined to take another form. They see something, they read something, someone says something to them. Somehow they come to believe they're supposed to undergo a physical metamorphosis, and so, in their weakened psychological state, they do.
No, she still wants to ask this, so let's just do that.
Are temper tantrums symptomatic of lycanthropy?
There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to lycanthropy, or almost anything else for that matter. But if someone believes that what they're changing into is irrational, or has a bad temper, then they will exhibit irrational, ill-tempered behavior, especially if this is contrary to their former nature.
This doesn't really help me, though, because I've already read everything that she's telling me right now.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
I thought it would tell me more. Web? Oh, I have email. Wait. Dear valued customer, just a reminder that your current phone plan does not allow for the sending or receiving of emails. Oh, so I don't have it. Hopefully your decision not to upgrade to a more flexible, albeit somewhat more expensive plan has not caused you too much inconvenience. Next one. Back. Hi, bye. No, I want to read this one. Well, you're off to England and we're off to sailing camp. Hopefully this will be the year Bess and I win the regatta instead of those snobby Maxwell twins. Bess thinks they should be disqualified for being too tan and setting a bad example for the younger campers when it comes to skincare. But I don't think the camp director is going to buy it, no. Anyway, no digital devices allowed, so cheerio, pip pip, and we'll talk to you when you get back. George and Bess. Hardy boys, I think. Congrats on your Great Britain gig. We'll be thinking of you while we help our neighbour Mr. Bergdorf install his brand new satellite dish and big screen television. Hopefully our unselfish act of kindness will help him forget all those petunias we trampled while chasing flyballs into his yard, and will compel him to invite us over once in a while, like whenever a major sports event is on. So they're doing it totally not for themselves. Good luck cracking the case, Frank and Joe. Thanks, guys. So I have no email. I have internet. Oh, I can look up a lot of things. Healthy diet for parrots. Oh, I clicked Roman numerals, alright. Below are the letters along with the numbers that they represent. This is helpful. Well, I know most of them, but sometimes I'm not sure. However, anytime a letter representing a smaller number is placed in front of a letter representing a larger number, smaller number is subtracted from the larger number. For instance, yeah, I know this. This is 9. Alright, so this I will need then. Oops. Cockney rhyming slang. The Beast of Blackmoor. Wait, I clicked the other thing. Did I not already read this? Reported seeing creature with gleaming red eye. Maybe not. The Beast of Blackmoor. In 1557, sheep herders reported seeing a creature with gleaming red eyes. That's what I saw. The head and fur of a wolf, and the body of a human on the moonlit moors surrounding the Blackmoor estate in Essex County, England. The sightings continued off and on for decades afterwards, sometimes accompanied by reports of missing dogs, cats, and lambs. In 1650, when the owner of a Blackmoor Manor was tried and later burned at the stake for witchcraft, the number of sightings skyrocketed. The beast continued to be spotted on a fairly regular basis through the mid-18th century, but after that was rarely seen. The last reported sighting was May 1990. That's not that long ago. Oh, that's it. What else? Well, Nancy, look at why stars seem to move. Why does this matter? Now I get rhyming slang. What's wrong with... I clicked here. And I get Cockney rhyming slang. That's so weird. Some people living in the East End of London use peculiar words and phrases when they talk. Although they're speaking English, it's quite likely that outsiders will think they're hearing a foreign language. Yeah, that's usually the case with accents and stuff. In fact, that's probably why Cockney rhyming slang evolved, so that one group of people, like street vendors or petty criminals, could communicate in front of another group of people, customers or police, without the latter knowing what was being said. So that's kind of like a secret language then. In rhyming slang, the last words of a phrase or a two-word name rhymes with the word that the slang replaces. For instance, Mickey Mouse is slang for house. Often, but not always, only the first word of the slang phrase is used instead of the original word. So that Mickey used alone also means house. That only makes it more complex. Moreover, there may be more than one slang word or phrase for the same word. Bugle and Irish rose both mean nose. More examples. Baked beans or Dixie Queens, jeans. Nanny goat, boat. Uncle Fred and Johnny Rudder, bread and butter. That's what he said. Teapot lid, skids. Hickory dickory dock is clock. That's a funny one. So don't really remember what he said, but basically rhyme everything he says then. But do I need to order food right now? I don't think I do. So if I click on this, I will get the stars? Yes. So it's an error in the game. Why the stars seem to move. To someone standing on the Earth, as it makes its annual journey around the sun appears to move through the surrounding stars on a predictable path. This path is called the ecliptic, and the 12 constellations, groups or patterns of stars as seen from the Earth, through which the sun seems to pass, are known as the zodiac. The planets also appear to move through the zodiac, and like the constellations, they have been named after Roman and Greek gods. Yeah, so these are the signs. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, etc. Planetary symbols. Mars is god of war, goddess of love. Alright. These and many other heavenly bodies appear and disappear from the sky throughout the year because the Earth is tilted on its axis at a 23.5 degree angle. But I don't really know what I need this for. Because of this tilt, the angle of the sun relative to the equator varies throughout the year, so that no day or night is ever precisely the same length. The longest day and the shortest night is known as the summer solstice, or solstitium, which takes place around June 21st. Wait, I had something. I saw that somewhere. Spring equinox, or something like that. The shortest day and the longest night is known as the winter solstice, or Bruma, and occurs around December 21st. This tilt of the Earth also results in the spring or vernal and fall or autumnal equinoxes around March 21st, or equinoctium vernum. This is what I had the parrot translate for me. And September 21st, or equinoctium autumnalis. The sun at noon is halfway between its highest and lowest points in the sky, resulting in days and nights that are nearly equal in length. Alright, so did I read everything? I think I did, except the diet. Healthy diet for parrots. Parrots in the wild eat a wide variety of food simply because a food source that's available one day may no longer be available the next. If and when the opportunity arises, wild parrots will eat fruits, seeds, leaves, nuts, and sometimes even the meat from a carcass. Ooh. It only stands to reason that parrots in captivity will thrive on a diet that offers a variety of fresh foods too. A healthy diet includes deep-colored vegetables, about 30% of diet, such as carrots, greens, peppers, and broccoli. Quality proteins, about 20%, such as non-fat dairy products. Alright, additional fruits, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. So I will need this at one point to make something for the parrot. Never feed your parrot avocado, tea, coffee, chocolate, uncooked potato, or any kind of lunch meat. They can be toxic. Avocado, I remember it lying around there, so I shouldn't put that in. Coffee, why would you give coffee to a parrot? So that's this. Back. I can call Ned. He'll give me hints, I think. Just checking in, honey. How are you doing?
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, Nancy?
Just wanted to let you know I got it safely.
Just wanted to let you know I got here safely.
So how's Blackmoor Manor?
A little on the spooky side.
You say
How's
that.
Mrs. Petrov's daughter?
Um, wait. She already said this and now I can say this again. Next question, please.
A little on the spooky side.
Which means?
It's just very strange. She stays in bed hiding behind this curtain all day.
Do you have any idea what the deal is?
Nope.
Well, just keep talking to her. As soon as she knows she can trust you, I'm sure she'll open up.
Alright, so I have to speak to her again. Linda's stepdaughter Jane, she has this really weird picture book in her room. That's true. But I think that's maybe asking for a hint. Apparently each of Jane's ancestors had different coats of arms.
Apparently, each of Jane's ancestors had different coats of arms.
Really? That's odd. You'd think there would be just one coat of arms for the whole family.
That's true.
Believe me, the Penvellyn family is nothing if not odd. Each coat of arms includes very distinct images and symbols.
Wonder why they're so different.
I don't know that yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's very important that I find out.
Nothing like a good sneaking suspicion to keep you on your toes, I always say.
That doesn't help me.
Linda's stepdaughter Jane, she has this really weird picture book in her room.
What do you mean, a picture book?
I mean, pictures are all that's in this book. No words, just these strange hand-drawn images. And the book is old, like it's been around for centuries.
Probably
Drawings,
is.
huh? Maybe it's some kind of an ancient instruction manual. You know, for people who didn't know how to read.
Could be. When I asked her about it, Jane said her grandfather gave it to her. And then
what?
she changed the subject.
Sounds like that book may prove to be pretty important.
Yeah, I already thought that.
I'll talk to you soon.
You'd better. Bye, Nance.
So I have to go back to that book a number of times. Let me think.
Looks like a piece is missing.
Yeah, I need a lot of stuff. But how do I find out the password for the computer? I really don't know, and I really don't know who the grandpa is. So do I maybe need to ask her about all those people so I can check them off? And that way find out who the grandpa is? I don't know what else. Was this her room?
She's probably sleeping.
Oh, that's annoying. It's 11 o'clock. Is Linda still awake? Where is she?
She's probably sleeping.
No, everybody's asleep. That guy in the library gone then? He is. Let's check out his desk. Why would you have a picture of yourself? Notes. Let's see, chapter 1 through 10. So these are the Roman numerals that we saw on our phone. So this is how we have to count them. General notes. The columns in the Great Hall are most curious, each one representing a Greek deity and each one missing some minute detail. Although the columns appear to have been built around the same time, careful examination shows that they have been constructed over a period of several hundred years. The riddles I found in Corbin's secret room in France, I was like, secret room, I might have found a secret room, but in France, make reference to the Mercury column and how his key is held in hand. Most likely the statue in the library. Oh, and that only by persuading Mercury to face north and lift his eyes to the sky. See, because I was wondering why he was looking down. He's talking about the green statue that's right in front of this laptop. Will the wand key be released? I'm sure the mechanism to move this is in the hidden passages Corbin refers to. But how to access these secret passages? Yeah, I want to know that too. Chapter 1, a Penvellyn overview. Notable figures and phenomena. Figures soldier, witch. Phenomena, witchcraft, werewolf, beast, shooting stars. Chapter 2. Mid-1300s. Randolph Odo Milo. Randolph the Red led army against French. I think this is misspelled, should be France. At Poitiers, I don't know how to say that, in 1356, credited victory to a stone he possessed but refused to talk about. King Edward III gave him land on which Blackmoor Manor sits in the area known as Penvellyn. Randolph was disappointed in son Odo, good farmer, bad soldier, according to family cleric. Grandson Milo became soldier, awarded more land by Henry V. Rumor of the Penvellyn magic stone persisted. Chapter 3. Mid-1400s, Albert, son of Hugo, Milo's son, studied alchemy. He used a dragon to symbolize the Athanor, I don't know what that is, forge that he apparently built, but he didn't say why he built it, and I cannot find it. So he is searching the manor for stuff, this guy, when he's acting like he's just typing around, being not interested in the house in that way, but he is. Need more info. Search county archives for comments from peers, fellow students, neighbors. So does that mean that I can find a forge in this house? Or not? Chapter 4. Mid-1500s. Charles Penvellyn, prominent and well-respected judge. Ruth Bossany mentioned as an employee at Blackmoor. Duties oddly unspecified. Why does this matter? Is she maybe important somehow? Jane told me that the tapestry in her room was created by Charles. How interesting that the imagery described in the tapestry is also represented in the tile work around the doorway to her room. Oh, the figure of strength holding the world, charity is an exchange of a coin, the compass is the geometer's tool, the hooded image of Father Time, and folly as a juggler. That is a puzzle for sure that I need to do. Chapter 5. Mid-1600s. James Penvellyn never marries, yet a baby Eleanor suddenly appears in his household. Eleanor, they told me about her, that she was prosecuted as a witch. Sparking rumors that she is a fairy baby, another reason she was later accused of being a witch. That's what I said. Scrutinize everything James so much as touched and find out where she came from. Why? Do you want to have a baby of your own? That's weird. Chapter 6. Late 1600s. Eleanor's son Edward is raised by the sister of Lecomte de Roquefort in France. Doubtful that he or his son Corbin ever set foot in Blackmoor. Check all documents in library written in French. Chapter 7. Mid-1700s. I gotta say, it looks like he's writing a book, but some chapters are just 2 lines, so that's not a very good book then. Penvellyn's once again known and respected for being rich and powerful. Is that all there's to say about that? In 1775, Philip's daughter Penelope commissioned artisan Jacques de Vaucanson to create a card-playing automaton named Betty that's in the hall, which still exists in Blackmoor. Yeah, I know. I've enjoyed several games of cards against Betty. It reminds me of the game I played in the States called Go Fish. Chapter 8. Late 1700s. Bridget Penvellyn, Penelope's granddaughter, that's the woman whose room I'm in, studied astronomy and astrology, reputedly self-taught, since male teachers were apparently intimidated by her intelligence. Locate the notebook she refers to in the letter to her sister. What letter and what notebook? I want to find that too. Chapter 9. Mid-1800s, Edward Penvellyn travelled extensively in India and the Middle East. Journal indicates he spent little time at Blackmoor with his wife and children. The images on Edward's coat of arms are most curious. Each one seems to be showing some sort of direction. The jouster running to the right, the guard with spear pointing up, the ground figure motioning to the right, etc. So I will also need that for something then. And the last one, chapter 10. 1900s. John won many planned hybridizing, I don't know how to say that, hybridizing awards. Brought Lulu back from the Amazon. His son Malaki raced cars. Malaki's son Alan used Lulu to write his dissertation on linguistics and animal communication. Dig up dirt on Hugh P. Why dirt? What are you trying to do? This guy is not so innocent, I just know it. He's up to something. To Nigel. Nigel, I'm very intrigued by what you've learned so far at Blackmoor. Good work. I can definitely see this as a bestseller if you deliver the goods. Or should I say goodies? Ludmilla. Interesting. Is this a game? Do I need to do this? I don't know. Oh, yes.
Wow, I did great! Too bad Nigel's not here to see my score.
So do I need to do that when he's here? Oh, that's his computer. Wait, can I check out those books or anything? No, just the computer? That's too bad. So he mentions the statue and that I need to point the eyes up and let it face another direction, but I don't know how to do that. Can I check out the books now he's gone? Doesn't look like it. I also need to find the password, and Jane says it's on his coat of arms. This looks like a secret passageway to me. So let's just check them off. Let's start here. Wait. So he's holding a book. Can't really tell what that is though. He also has a book. What was the grandfather's name? Alan. So what do I know about Alan? Nothing. Oh, Alan did linguistics and animal communication. So not the guy with the books. What do we have here? A guy with a hat, because that's normal. This is a woman. This is the guy with the statue. That's not him either, I don't think. A dog. These are women. This is the woman from my room. Forgot her name already. This is the general. So that's Randolph the Red, but he's not red at all. This I don't know. That's maybe his son. He had a son. No, that was a farmer, and his grandson was a soldier, so maybe it's his grandson because he had red hair. So that's Milo. Let me see. This I don't know who this is. This is the guy with the parrot. That's probably John who brought Lulu back, or it is the grandfather. And this I don't know. He has a parrot on his coat of arms though. Maybe the password is Lulu then. Parrot and speaks. Or the son. This is an army guy. Let's try Lulu. No. Maybe the parrot knows.
The time has come for closing. Say goodnight, Gracie.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone's sleeping. Go to your room and set your clock.
What time do most people get up around here?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. Set your clock for 6 a.m. Sweet dreams.
Alright. What a bossy parrot.
The time has come.
So I have to go to sleep then. What time is it? It's only 11:30. That's not that late.
Maybe I should take another look at Brigitte's coat of arms.
So what you have to do for this puzzle is, like Nancy said, take a look at the coat of arms, which is also in Nancy's room. You don't have to check it out in the hallway like I did, but I find that out later. On the coat of arms you see the N for north. So that means that the red circle to the right is east, the green circle below is south, and the blue circle on the left is west. Also you have to use the map that's on the wall and read why the stars seem to move on your phone. In that you will read about the equinoxes, which are also on the map on your wall. You have to take a look at Bruma on the map. As you'll see, all the animals on the box are on this map. The dragon is north, the lion is east, the rabbit is south, the fish are west, and the lynx is in the center. Now combine this with the information from the coat of arms. The dragon is north and fully red, the lion is east and almost all red on the left side, the rabbit is south and half green on the right side, the fish are west and almost all blue on the right side, and the lynx is in the center and all black. If you get stuck during the day, Jane will sing a song with her tutor Ethel that will help you to solve this puzzle.
What's that?
With her eyes so bright, looks toward heaven at midnight. On the longest night of year, that's the one she holds most dear. Story friend, she's often heard to say, how I wish that I could make you stay. She knows though they can't remain, time will bring them round again.
This happened for me after I tried to solve it a few times, but I don't know exactly what will trigger this to happen in the game. Also, you can ask the parrot for a hint, and the parrot will reference the song that Jane is singing with her tutor. Oh, cool! The key fits the lock by Jane's door. No, I know that one. I need this one.
I could use a hint when it comes to that weird star box that's in my room.
Ding dong, sing along. Brigitte coat, be sure to note. Pretty tune, stars and moon. Favorite night, your delight.
I'm sure you can also call Ned if you want to. I didn't try it, but I can imagine that that's possible. Also, I have to say I'm playing the game on junior detective mode or whatever it's called. So maybe when you're playing as a senior detective, the answer will be different. I don't know that. But anyway, let's watch me solve it. So I have looked at the chart called Burma and all the animals that are on there, and it says that the dragon is north, so the dragon should be all red. Then we have the lion, that's east, and it should be like this, red. Wait, did I do that right? Like this. I should check that. That's the lion. And then we have the fish. Or the bunny. The bunny is south. And that should be green. Like this. And then we have the fish. They are blue. And they should be like this, I think. And the lynx, where are you? Should be all black.
Wonder what this is.
I did it!
This lens is supposed to go into a telescope that sits on a tripod.
Alright, I have a tripod. What's this? Oh, this is what I already looked at. But what did you take then? Why can't I take this? See, I have a hand with the suitcase symbol. That means I can take it. But Nancy doesn't do that. That's weird. Did you like this video? Check out my other videos on my page Fun with Miko and don't forget to subscribe.